Let's boogie.
Woo! No.
Wow, this is a great start. Hello, everyone.
Welcome to the new intro where we just say random shit.
This is Scaling Electrical Company. My name is Jesse. Why are you looking at me like that?
Because I was waiting for you to finish. And I'm Gabe. We are owners of Superson Electrical Services. And today we're going to talk about a very important subject that I feel like not enough people actually execute on, but I feel like a lot of people talk about it. Maybe they talk about it. I don't know. The people that we listen to talk about it a lot. I don't know if they're in the majority or not, but the subject of today is do shit when you don't want to, especially when you don't want to, when it's hard and it's shitty and you just got to grind it out.
Yeah.
And I'm saying, I think a lot of the reasons why you should do that, not only for like a personal development thing of like, woohoo, I'm bigger and better than everybody else, but also because like, if you're willing to do that, like that is a barrier that stops somebody else, right? If that's hard for you, it is probably hard for everybody else. And there's going to be a set percentage of people that quit there, which means if you don't quit, you beat them.
Yeah.
And like, if your goal is to win by whatever metric you describe, if your goal is to be the winner, you have to do hard shit, right? Like, there's never been a champion in the world who is like, yeah, man, I just said fuck it and quit halfway through, right? Like, that doesn't work.
Yeah.
And so you have to do hard shit.
It's interesting because I would say I started my entrepreneurial journey about 3 years ago when I was actually it was my health and fitness journey.
I would say that you started your entrepreneur journey of like you want to be an entrepreneur, like the idea seems enticing, but like you haven't pulled the trigger yet.
Well, so it was a mindset shift, and that was really what I was referring to, is the mindset shift uh, that I was experiencing during my health and fitness journey of you have to do things that are hard. And I remember you setting goals for myself, and specifically, I was doing in my fitness community, we were doing a walkathon where we were competing to get a specific amount of steps. And I was so tired. I remember this day explicitly. And we were having people over. You guys were all playing game night, and I wanted to sit and I wanted to hang out with everybody, but I needed to get my steps in. And so I was walking around the neighborhood pushing the baby in the cart, and I remember like my feet were throbbing, but I had a goal that I wanted to hit, so I kept pushing, and I think I kicked ass in that competition. I think
You did. You won.
Yeah, I
You
won.
won pretty much every one of those.
I won by like a lot. And what I was
She's incredibly competitive.
what I was getting at is, I think that was the beginning of my like entrepreneurial thinking. And it was really in the health and fitness space of like you have to push past this hard feeling. And then we pulled the trigger on having the business. And so then I started applying that feeling to other areas of my life. And I was thinking about this just this morning of I would say 3 years into this mindset shift, and I still feel like a fraud. Like I still feel like I don't push myself hard enough. Like I still struggle when it comes to doing things that I don't want to do. And I do them, but I the internal dialogue is, I don't know, it makes me think that I don't do that. I don't know what I'm trying to get at.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're saying. Of like, the message in your head is that you are not that.
Yeah.
But the actions are not what your mental say. So it's really fun. I just had this conversation. I don't know if you're there, but I just had this conversation with our installer, where he's like, "Dude, I suck. Like, I'm not really doing what I need to do. I'm not really killing it the way that I wanted to be." And I was like, "Okay, let's break down what you've done, right? Not what you feel, what you've done, right? Like actual metrics on that." And we broke it all down. And I was like, every one of your metrics says you're fucking killing it. So like, your brain is stupid. Like, genuinely fucking retarded. Every single person's brain's an idiot. I don't care who the fuck you are. and it's going to tell you that you're worse than who you are, because like I was also just listening to Layla on it, and she was like, yeah, no, like your body, like your brain takes forever to catch up. You can't trust that thing. Like that's why you need metrics on a spreadsheet, because your brain is going to fill you with a bunch of stupid information that is not valid. Like I've been going through and bulking lately as part of my fitness journey, partially because like I got out of doing installs, so I'm no longer crawling around in the attics and like staying as active and stuff. And so I wanted to make sure that like I didn't get fat, because that's one of the things that I've seen a lot of business owners do is like as they start making money, they get fat and happy and like chill out. And I don't want to be that guy. I think it's like if you do,
Great.
kudos to you, love your life, do what you're gonna do. I don't want to be that guy. It's one of the things that I pride myself on is like I get to be sexy, uh, from like an objective standpoint. And so went into the gym and I started bulking, and I'm up like 7 or 8 pounds right now, but like
He's
I'm at
kicking
about
ass.
210 pounds. Like I'm doing really good, and like it's cool. But like in my brain, I am still like a 160-pound high schooler who doesn't know what the fuck they're doing, who doesn't like actually like I put a lot of work into wrestling in high school, but like that's still who I am. So I like see these big guys at the gym, and I'm like, oh fuck, he's jacked. And then like I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh
Oh
shit,
wait, I'm jacked.
I'm bigger than him. I'm like, oh, that's like mind fuckery. And so like you can't trust your brain, because it's going to tell you all of the things that you're not, because it's not programmed for success and uncomfortable and like pushing yourself. It's not programmed for that, because the guy who branched out and did their own things got eaten by the fucking tiger. If you did that, you died. And so like that's what our brain is programmed on a biological level for. And so being willing to like push yourself out of your comfort zone, do the stuff that sucks, and like admit that it's okay to suck, but it's not okay to skip, is really, really important.
We've been in that. Well, I don't. Not you. You've been kicking ass the past
I've been
few
fucking
days.
killing it.
You're
Dude.
like riding some sort of high in
I'm
business
finally,
life
like-
and your health and
Yeah, I've been
fitness.
selling like a fucking animal. Like I hit a good streak, and I'm planning on riding this wave until it ends.
I've been dragging ass. I'm
Yeah.
like,
Not in a fun way.
I'm tired. Um, I don't have thoughts. That's what's happening. I'm not running at my full capacity. And, in the health and fitness journey, both yesterday and today, I still made it to the gym and I moved my body. And my win for that day was showing up at the gym and doing 10 minutes of exercise. And
But showing up is the important part there, right? Because nobody complains about working out at the gym. Have you ever noticed that? Nobody's like, oh, fuck, I have to go work out at the gym today. Nobody says, I have to go to the gym today. The hurdle that everybody has to get over is going to the gym. That's the habit you don't want to break.
Step, yeah.
Yeah. And like, if you maintain the habit of going to the gym, then on the days that you feel like killing it, on the days that like, because honestly, like, I've been wanting to go to the gym and like do things. It's been like, I've been doing really good and it's awesome. But like 2 weeks ago, I was not that way. I was like, fuck, dude, I don't want to do that. But we're going to do it anyway. Right. And I think that do it anyway, like mentality is where you win.
Yeah.
Because the majority of people quit. Like I would much rather sit and play Skyrim. Like I'd rather do that than go out and talk to people. Like genuinely, I'm perfectly happy doing that for like 3 or 4 days in a row. But like, that's not what's required. And if I want to reach the goals that we have, I have to go out and sell shit. Granted, I'd sell them like a fucking animal, and it feels great. But it's also getting really mundane to start selling like $15,000-$20,000 jobs, which is a scary point. Fucking awesome, but scary point to be at. Because now, like any job that's not that, you're like, you fucking suck. Which again is stupid, because the $5,000 job probably makes more money, like on a fucking percentage basis. But yeah, I think today's gonna be a relatively shorter podcast because Jesse's tired, and realistically, the subject is not that complex. It's simple, not easy, and so like just do the hard shit. Also, like on a biological standpoint, there's a part of your brain that is literally programmed to do hard shit more often, and the more that you do hard shit, the more willing you are to do hard shit. But like that degrades so incredibly quickly. So if you've been killing it for a while and then you stop doing hard stuff, then it shrinks quickly. And so you have to train that. And if you do that, like your brain starts programming for like, no, we got this. And it builds that confidence and knowledge basis that you can do it.
And I think it's important to note, like, your energy levels are gonna ebb and flow day by day, hour by hour.
Ideally not hour by hour.
Whether like you
but
like, but like the desire to complete the task.
Yeah, I mean, last Monday, so not yesterday, but the Monday before that, I went and like normally Mondays are like upper body day. I don't even like I'm not like crazy gym bro where I've got like I do biceps on fucking Monday and then forearms on like I'm not that crazy. I do upper body and then I do lower body, and that's enough to get jacked. At least enough to look the way that I want to and be athletic. So like you don't have to go crazy and have like a day for each muscle group. I think that's ridiculous levels of insanity unless you're like legitimately training for like performance. But 2 Mondays ago, I did not want to do it. Like I was trying to get into it and I was just not. Normally I do like a pull up push up circuit and then I go and bench. And then I'll do an ab workout on my like upper body day. And I was just not fucking feeling it. And like I think I did like 3 pull-ups and then I could do like 5 push-ups, 10 push-ups maybe. And normally I'm doing like 5 to 7 pull-ups and like 20 push-ups. And I do that for a set of like 4 or 5. And that like Monday, I did like 2 sets. I was like fucking close enough. And then I went and lifted some things and it was not anywhere close to what I did today.
But I think it's important,
But
like
it still counts.
like understanding that your energy levels are going to fluctuate. Yep. Like giving 100% looks different every day.
Yeah, you don't achieve the same result giving 100%.
But the important bit is that you still give your 100%.
Yeah.
For whatever that day dictates.
Yeah.
And giving yourself grace on the days that your 100% looks lower or different than the rest of the week.
Yeah. Yeah, because like everybody so it's one of the things that I giggle at, especially in like the home services side on selling, right? Everybody cheers you on when you inconsistently sell a $30,000 job or a $20,000 job, right? You go sell a $20,000 job and everybody's like, oh my God, you're fucking amazing. Get it, bro. Even though your average ticket's like $900, right? But then you go and you sell a $400 job and nobody's like, oh yeah, dude, what the fuck? Like they're just like, ah, man, it happens sometimes. Don't worry about it, right? And so like both of those are liars. They're outliers. They do not, like statistically speaking, have no relevance, right? But everybody cheers you on about the $20,000 job because that's the day that you way over exceeded. You were fucking killing it. You did all the things you were supposed to. You asked the discovery questions. Like you were just on fucking top of it.
But the days where you still do all of that and don't close the money.
And that's the important part, right? Is like you took the primary action, the input that was required, even if you didn't get the output you wanted. You took the input that was required. And a lot of that can be fixed on the days that you did input correctly and they just didn't close by follow-up and stuff like that. We can do a sales portion. I think that we should do a sales portion sometime and like talk about like nitty-gritty sales stuff and like role play some stuff. I don't know. I think that'd be fun. Not today. She's not feeling it in any way, shape, or form. That might be a next week problem. But like being willing to do that input consistently with no result is the thing that makes you win. And that's the hard, is like being willing to see result, like not see results for 6 months or a year, or whatever decade.
That time delay is.
Like the longer the delay, the bigger the return. I almost guarantee it. If you're continuously doing the inputs that you're supposed to and not seeing anything for it, it is going to be stellar. Or you're an idiot. You really don't know, and that's the hard part. And everybody is going to convince you that you're an idiot. You can't believe them. Okay, we just got our van wrapped, and
it looks so good.
It is fucking so sick. We are so proud of it. We've gotten nothing but compliments on it. Both of the people that I met today wanted to take a picture of our van. Just incredibly stellar. Like, we did really good on it. Objectively, people are looking at it being like, that is fucking sick. And so,
but before
it, when we just did like a test of the superhero idea, I was like, I don't know, man. I don't think it's gonna work. I wouldn't go that route. It's pretty different, dude. And we went that route anyway because we were like, fuck your opinion. And
no, because
we knew it was going to work. We believed in it and we were branded behind it. It wasn't just like a fuck you and like, I'm going to do exactly opposite of what you're saying. Granted, we do very much so believe in the zig when everybody else zags philosophy. But like, we believed that was the route that we had to go because nobody else is going to do it, right? That's the barrier to entry that nobody else is willing to pull the trigger on.
What
And
do
you know,
you say all
like
the time? You're like, if there's an open opportunity, it's either
it's either a gold mine or a pile of shit, and there's no happy medium. Like nobody's like,
and there's
it's like sort of okay. Like it's either going to be fucking fantastic or complete dog shit.
and
And
there's not
that's a
really
50-50 bet I'd take.
well, there's not really a way to know
No, until you
before
take the
you
bet.
dive in.
Yeah.
I mean, you can gather as many data metrics as you can before making a decision.
Yeah, but you just got to make the fucking call.
But you know, none of the data that you pull is going to be from the exact same circumstance that you're experiencing.
and
So it's like it's
it's
bet.
based on your skill level.
It's
And-
a bet, and you
yeah.
have to be willing to take that bet. And we took that bet with wrapping our van with our superheroes, and it paid off.
Yeah, and like realistically, on the like, is it shit or a gold mine sort of thing? Like, you can wade through a lot of shit before you hit a gold mine, and you still only need to hit one to fucking make it worth it. Right? It's actually one of the quotes in Alex Hormozi's $100 million offers, which is right up there.
That was great.
Yeah, my arm's not as flexible as it used to be on account of muscles. There, right there. You know how hard it is to do that behind your back, reversed in a camera? You went straight across. Do it backwards. Now I have muscles. But not the case. In the opening, like the first page in $100 million offers, easily one of my favorite like business quotes, and it came from Jeff Bezos. So like obviously, fucking, he knows what he's doing business wise, right? You guys are worth damn near $1 trillion right now. I think he might break the $1 trillion point here shortly. But like, phenomenal amounts of fucking money, has been through so many various like shit disasters in the business realm. One of the few survivors of the .com bubble, like you know who the fuck he is. Phenomenal. And the quote is basically, and I could go read it, but basically what the quote is business is a game, right? And inside of that, it's very similar to baseball, right? Where like you step up to the plate, you swing, hopefully you hit a home run, right? But unlike baseball, where if you hit a home run, the most number of runs you can score is 4. Doesn't matter how fucking awesome you are, doesn't matter how far that ball flies, you hit 4. That's it, max number. But in business, you have the chance of hitting a home run and having it worth 1,000 runs, right? That can be one home run, one gold mine, one thing that wins will feed your family for the next decade, right? Insane. And so the point of that is you're going to wade through a lot of shit. You're going to try a lot of stuff. And it's not going to work until it does. And you only need one, right? Like it's the same mentality of like you only need one excuse to do it. Right? Like everybody has an excuse for why not to do it, but you only need one excuse to do it. You just have to believe in that excuse or that reason way more than everybody else has a reason or excuse for you to not do it. And like for the most part, I'm willing to bet that most of us started our companies, even though everybody in our inner circle called us crazy. And like it takes time to build that social proof. But I actually just got a call from one of our friends today who's debating starting a business. And like honestly, it makes me feel really special that they're willing to call us and consult us on this because they see the amount of work that we put in and they're like, hey, you guys are being really fucking successful at this. Like you guys are killing it. Can I pick your brain? Because I'd love to be able to skip a few steps and like have the same level of success that you do. And
skip
so
a few headaches. It
yeah,
always takes work.
it's going to take work, but some of the headaches are steps, right? And so if you can skip those potholes, you can circumvent the bullshit.
Yeah.
Like that makes a big difference. And their biggest concern is like, I don't want to get fucked over on taxes, but like the fact that that's what we're being seen as is
really cool.
It's really cool and really touching for the fact that like that's what we've been trying to do for 3 years. And now we're starting to get that social belief behind us of like, oh man, you got it. Like you guys are killing it. We're so proud of you. And like,
and it comes from a place of just us having a crazy amount of belief in what we're doing, regardless
unrelenting grit
of what the people around us
Yeah.
say or think or feel, and we've been surrounding ourselves by wonderful people. So most people around us still believe in our vision, but regardless of who we're surrounded with, we believe so deeply in what we're doing,
Yeah, I do
and
this
it's
alone.
paired
and
with the do it anyway mentality, where I would so much rather be asleep right now than recording this podcast.
Yeah.
But I think it's important for us to show every bit of this journey to you guys, and to just keep going.
Yeah. I think that's a really good spot to end it. Of like, you can't lose if you don't quit, right? And like, there's always a way to make it happen, even if that means working a job somewhere else completely unrelated, right? Like, there's always a way if you're not willing to quit.
So don't quit.
Just don't quit. Like, unless you were just fucking over it. But then everybody's right. And if you're okay with that, if you're okay with the social standing of like dropping in everybody's eyes and seeing you as a loser, and they're not going to call you that to your face, but they're going to say it. I fucking guarantee it. But they're going to say, oh, I mean, he's not, he missed it. Like, he tried, but like, come on. Now he has to get a real job, as if providing for way more customers and creating jobs isn't a real job. This is more real than any job that you would have as a W-2 employee, because we don't have the fucking falsehood of our business isn't going out. We get to see all the nitty gritty dirty shit. So if you're willing to face that retribution and admit that they're right, you, for one, do not have nearly as big of a chip on your shoulder as what I do. And two, like, good on you for not valuing their opinions in a very different way than what I do. Because like, my whole motivation is just to fucking show everybody that they're stupid, and that like, not believing in me from day one was a fucking mistake, and like, we're gonna do ridiculously awesome shit, and you don't get to be a part of it.
But the most
But like,
important part is that you believe in you.
if you don't, like, find a way to fucking believe in yourself. You have to, because this is an incredibly hard journey without that. Like, impossible journey without that. I'm not saying that you can't hold on by a thread for multiple years, but this time last year, I pretty much just had back surgery. I was on the tail end of recovery, where I was like just starting to be able to lift things. And like, the mindset shift from that, and this is like about the time period last year where shit was like starting to go downhill pretty rapidly. And we were just sort of denying the fact that it was doing that, where we were losing money, like thousands of dollars per month, like tens of thousands of dollars per month at sometimes. And we were just like, it's okay, it'll bounce back somehow magically with no fucking game plan. Just gonna magically bounce back, because that's how business works. It's not. But this year, like, the rocket ship is just ascending, and it is insane. Like, at a rate where the moment we really open up marketing, which is what we're working on, and like the moment we solve that puzzle, I really think we're gonna have to hire 2 or 3 people, because we're not gonna be able to fucking keep up. Like, we just are not. And so like, the differences in that is insane, and like, the belief that we have and like the planning that we have is so much better this year. And some of that is just like lessons through the school of hard knocks. But yeah, to sum it up, like, you can't lose if you don't quit. So just don't fucking quit, because there's not enough of us out there who are willing to go through this bullshit. And also, like, if you quit, you lose everything that you've earned. All of the social standings, you probably are going to discount all of the skills that you had, because you're like, fucking, I'm throwing in the towel, it's not worth it. And you're going to completely discount every skill that you've earned over the last however many years you've been doing this, which is a lot, way more than what you think it is. And so you just can't quit. You got to drive it, and like, just keep driving it, because way more people depend on you than what you think. And if you don't believe me, just make a video thanking the people for supporting you. Now, granted, if you do that, there's gonna be a lot of motherfuckers coming out of the woodworks saying like, I've supported you since day one. But like, yeah, just let people know the reality. Like, open up that curtain, and you can't even open it up all the way. Like, peep through the keyhole type of shit. Because if you get into like the crazy levels of like stress and shit that we deal with on a daily basis, like, people would lose their mind. like we're able to like crack that threshold open a little bit for our families, and they still look at us like we're insane. And it's like 3% of what we deal with on a weekly basis, and we just like fucking ride that wave now of like, yeah, the Vance transmission went out again. It's cool. Like it's only $6,000. Don't even worry about it. So like,
so keep pushing.
Keep pushing.
Know that your
You're way more valuable than you think.
energy and
No, that's not what you were gonna say.
motivation inputs. Well,
Do what's required. Fuck your feelings.
Well, your energy and motivation will vary.
Yeah.
But
You gotta
continue building the system and keep kicking ass.
Yeah.
Rock on.
Sweet. Peace.